What is up, guys? Today we're going to go over the easiest way to start making money with dropshipping, the quickest way to make your first couple $100 profit. This video is completely different from the other videos because in the other videos I taught you how to get up to $2,000 a day consistently, or how to make your first $500 a day consistently with dropshipping. And if you want to make money consistently with dropshipping, you need to stick to Facebook ads, because with Facebook ads, if you have a profitable campaign, that campaign could be making you money over the long run. But if you want to make a quick profit with dropshipping, just your first couple $100 to get started, to build up more money to then reinvest into Facebook ads, I would suggest actually starting off with Instagram influencers. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be searching for viral products. Viral products, Instagram influencers equals your first couple $100 profit in dropshipping. And that's not a day, that's just, raw, cold, liquid, extra cash in your bank. But, you'll be making more profit over the long term. And with Facebook, just so you guys know, you want to use niche products, because niche products, you could find an audience that will purchase from you all the time. But with Instagram influencers, we want to find a viral product that we don't care if it runs out of trend in 2 months, because we have already made enough money to then go into Facebook ads and build a real business, a real store. For the purpose of this video, which is the quickest way to make a quick, couple $100, we'll be using Instagram. And that's not a couple $100 a day. So let's say you have about $300 to invest. The Shopify plan is going to be $29. The domain is going to be $14. And if we're fast and we make a couple $100 profit before the free trials actually expire for all of your apps, you will have about $250 left for marketing. But obviously, before you go into marketing, you want to make sure you have a winning product. So if you were to start with Facebook, with $250, you could only test around 3 to 4 low ticket products and 1 to 2 high ticket products. Obviously, you could only test less high ticket products because the cost per purchase is going to be much higher. You're going to need a much higher budget to test high ticket products. That's what you want to aim for. You want to, in the future, only test high ticket products, only run high ticket products. But if you have a low budget, you want to find a winner that will make you a couple $100 profit. But it's much harder to find a low ticket product with Facebook, because interest campaigns with no data are just inefficient to determine winners. And maybe if you do find a winner, you'll just not running long enough to determine, okay, there's a profitable audience that I could consistently make sales for this winning product. So that's why with $250, I suggest we start with Instagram, because you could test around 7 to 10 low ticket products with Instagram and about 4 to 5 high ticket products, with Instagram influencers. So what you want to do is you want to select products that you're seeing on different Instagram influencer accounts, at least more than 3 different influencer accounts. And if you're somewhat serious about dropshipping, you want to make it your main source of income online, I suggest you create a new account, and on that new Instagram account, you only follow Instagram influencers. Because I wake up every morning, I'm scrolling through Instagram, viewing stories, not to see what my friends are doing, but to see what type of products the influencers that I know are consistently making sales for Shopify owners are promoting today on their store. And if I see a product more than 3 times on 3 different influencer accounts, then I deem that product viral or about to be viral. And if the influencer is mainstream as hell, you guys know what mainstream is. If there's any trend online, this influencer is going to make a post about it, it's going to make a meme about it. The average consumer follows this account. I didn't finish here. Consumer follows, but an influencer works well when you find a page that the average consumer, the average person who keeps up with the Kim Kardashians or keeps up with all the memes, the Area 51 stuff. When you locate that average consumer and he follows this account, you can find a product which is viral and which is mainstream as well, and you could sell that viral product to that mainstream audience and that mainstream influencer. And obviously, most products that are working well on Instagram are viral already. So your goal is to find a product that is 100% making sales already, and you model that store or the competitors that are selling that product. So for example, if I mess up and show you guys a store which is doing $10,000 a day, my own store, I just show you by accident in a video, I link the name to it. You guys find the product. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start selling that product right away. Be like, oh, this is a winner. I know it's making sales. I'm going to go test it for myself. The thing is, that's the case with any store you see, and you determine, you validate it, and you make sure that product is making sales. So once you know that product is making sales, you should rush to it and try to model that store and try to make sales for yourself. This is an example of a viral product, and it's mainstream. If you would target this on Facebook, you wouldn't be targeting people who are interested in Halloween. Instead, the average consumer who is interested, in watch the movie The Purge and wants to go to Halloween parties, they would want this product for themselves, right? This is somewhat mainstream, and a mainstream influencer would work for this, right? Not an account which talks about Halloween, but instead a mainstream influencer like the Quan, Worldstar, Trap, Guard Bar, those meme accounts, those would work well with this type of product. So you understand the fact that it could be viral and the fact that it could be in trend, but you still want to validate it to see whether it's a winning product or not. So there's two ways to validate the product. Simple: AliExpress, the Dropship Center, and Google Trends. So this is what you do on AliExpress. Obviously you sign in, because if you don't sign in, you won't get access to the Dropshipping Center. But you search for your product, Halloween LED mask, right? And then what you got to do is you got to sort it by orders. No. So once you sort it by orders, all you have to do is just take the URL, right? And then you go into your Dropshipping Center, you go into the product analysis, and you just put in this URL. I already did already. And then you click search. And as we can see, consistently, on the 15th of September, today's the 21st, on the 16th, on the 17th, on the 18th, it's getting 200 plus in the high 200 orders a day, and it's not even Halloween yet. This product, imagine what this product is going to do, within 2 weeks. It's going to be doing thousands of orders a day. This product, on this day yesterday, they had 370 in orders. For you, if you sell this product for $20, just think about if you sell 400 orders for $20, that's like $8,000, and that's a lot of money for you guys to do per day. So we validated this product on AliExpress. We see that it's doing consistently orders a day, so we know it's making sales 100%, but we still want to validate it on Google Trends. So here's the strategy that I use for Google Trends. So you go to Halloween. This is the niche of the product. We find out the interest over time. We see that it's 18. This is the value that Google Trends gives this product over time. And 18 is pretty good right now, considering it was at 2 and 2 consistently. So it's at 18 right now. The niche term for my product, Halloween, is at 18. But then what you want to do is you want to put in your actual product and then find out the amount that Facebook also gives it and the interest over time. So it's also 18. So the amount of people show interest to Halloween is the same amount of interest that they show to LED over time compared to the previous interest over time. So think about it. People are starting to Google Halloween. People are also starting to Google LED mask. It's about at the same level. And this strategy only works for products that are in trend. You search up the niche, you search up the product term, right, just a product name in Google Trends, and you want it to be at the same level of virality. You want it to be going up at the same time. If Halloween was way above the LED mask, then we know that LED mask isn't getting as much engagement. It's not as much in trend. It's not as viral as just Halloween in general. So it's the same level, 18 and 18. That means I know my LED mask is, I validated it. I know it's a winner. So what you do next is you build your Shopify store. You build a one product store. If you're doing Instagram influencers, test one product at a time. Then you focus on the branding of the store. You don't have to name your store, after Halloween, for example, but you want to have a good product page. You want to have a good, home page, which builds some type of rapport. You want to be collecting emails, but of course your product page is all that matters. And in terms of your product page, I suggest just copying word for word the descriptions of your competitors, because it works. Why would you, do something? Why would you change up what works? But that is just to save time, because you want to save time. You don't want to be writing out your own descriptions. You want to test products as quickly as possible. You basically just copy the description word for word to start off, and if you find out it's a winner, you try to make it better. So if you want to make a quick profit from dropshipping to then reinvest into Facebook ads and build a real business, you want to launch with Instagram influencers. It's much more expensive to build data with Facebook, and it's not that profitable to launch with interest campaigns on Facebook with a low budget. So think about it. There's 3 different ways you could go about launching a dropshipping store. You could do Instagram influencers, which is, in my opinion, if you have a low budget, is the best way. You could launch with just Facebook interests, which is going to be, you're going to need a higher budget to identify a profitable audience, a profitable ad set, a profitable interest. And then the third way is to launch with lookalike audiences. So if you have a big budget, I suggest you watch my previous videos, learn how to create a PPC campaign, generate the needed data to launch a profitable, testing campaign. But the problem is most people don't have enough money to then just spend money on a campaign just generating lookalike data. So most people start with interest campaigns, and if they start with the interest campaigns, and they have a low budget, it's gonna be much harder to find a profitable audience, and you're just gonna run out of ad spend. So the best way for someone to launch a campaign with a low budget is to just start off with Instagram influencers, because it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You could build data and you could make profitable sales at the same time. If you were to start off with just interests, it would cost you much more to build data, and by the time you're done testing a product, you didn't build enough data, you weren't profitable, and you just lost money. So once you start your Instagram influencer shout out, you want to make sure that your Facebook pixel from your ad account is already hooked up to your Shopify store, and you want to start collecting add to cart, purchase, and view content data. And of course, it would take you hundreds of dollars to build this data through page post engagement campaigns, and it would take you thousands of dollars to build this data through interest, conversion campaigns, interest. So we have our Facebook pixel hooked up to our store. We're going to launch with Instagram influencers, and what we want to do is we're going to either download an ad from a competitor, just steal it, change it up a little if you want with animoto.com, right? This isn't that much of a, this isn't that needed. If you choose to start off with a cheap influencer with less than 500,000 followers, I suggest you start off with a value page, like, those meme pages, because 1, they're much cheaper, and it's much easier to negotiate with these influencers, because the only reason they have these accounts running is because they make money from influencer shoutouts. What you want to do is you want to negotiate with an influencer for about $15 to $50 per 12 hours. This is a good amount of, this is good enough for you to test a product, and you're going to get a couple hundred people onto your site to see if you get sales. But you want to make sure that this page has great engagement. You want it to be pretty small, because obviously you're going to be able to negotiate under $50. But I would ask them, for example, show me how many story views you get, give me a screenshot, or show me your amount of profiles that hit your Instagram account in the last 24 hours. And once you find out that this page has great engagement, make sure you have a shout out, and you'll have the highest return on investment. I don't suggest starting off with actual people. Obviously, people influencers work much better, because people are way more emotionally attached to an influencer who shows their face than an influencer who is just, meme accounts. But you're probably gonna have to ship the product to them, because they're not gonna want to post an actual ad in the story, and it's just gonna take much longer. You won't be able to negotiate with them as effectively as well. So our entire goal here is to just make money, quick profit, as quickly as possible, and not, lose time negotiating with influencers that we will have to ship the products over to. So if you're profitable after order fulfillment, schedule only 1 more post with that influencer, then find new influencers in that niche, because 1, you don't want to exhaust that audience. 2, you might want to come back to that audience later on, per Instagram influencer account. And if you find new influencers in that same niche with similar engagement, you could, scale the amount of profit you make right away through Instagram influencers. But then once you have about 500 to 1,000, even more, if you have $2,000 ready to invest into Facebook ads, then use your review content, use your purchase, and use your add to cart audiences to create lookalike campaigns. Watch my YouTube videos, and then scale with Facebook ads. Build a real business that generates you consistently thousands of dollars in sales a day. But of course, this is only one of the strategies you could use to start off. This is if you have a low budget. This is if you want to make a quick amount of profit, deposit into your bank right away. Use Instagram and influencers. But if you already have $1,000, I suggest start off with with Facebook advertising right away. You know, you could test a bunch of Facebook advertising products that way. You could test like 5 to 10 different products with $1,000. You could find a winner as well. But if you're just looking to quickly make a profit, if I was to, you know, lose all the money I ever had, I have $100 left, what I would do is I would just go into, you know, build a Shopify store, find a winning product, have an Instagram influencer shadow, quickly make $400, and then have, you know, back $500 to $1,000 left to then invest into Facebook ads and start testing products there, or scale the current product, which I think is a winner, which is viral. It won't be long term, but I could make a decent amount of money through Facebook ads. With that being said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment anything you'd like. I'll try to get back to it as soon as possible. Leave in the comments, you know, any types of videos you want me to make. I'll be posting like every other day, every other 3 days. You know, just giving away all the value I have, as much strategies as possible for you to make sure that you're making a crap ton of sales during Q4. If you're watching this after Q4, you know, you have what you need to start making sales now. So I suggest you really take notes on these videos, watch my other videos if you haven't watched all of them. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.